secondary for this Ness, but Ness against Snake is generally seen to be, at the very least, a hard even for Snake, but it can get out of hand very quickly, especially given Syrup's explosive punish game. And to see that Ram, yeah, no grenades right at the start, which is usually what you see from Snake, but in this matchup, he's going to have to take a book out of players like Sensei, who focus a lot more on the CQC, where you're using tilts and dash attack galore and trying to enhance those punishes that Snake can allow.
And that really is what we've seen a lot of. Barely any grenades so far from Ram. A lot of up-close and personal gameplay, which Ness, for the most part, likes. And as you see, like, that's one reason why. Uh-oh, gotta hit your techs. And Ram is not, or I'm sorry, Syrup is not missing an opportunity at all to heal off these grenades. Anything that, and look, like, the spacing is so perfect to not get hit by the actual explosion hitbox itself and only absorb the grenade, like the absorbable part of the thing. Like, man, good player.
Good player alert for sure, as he had to take out Leon in order to get here. And I think at that point, Ram might have a positive, or at least an even record on Leon and on his Bowser, of all things. But it's just so hard to maintain kill percent when Syrup's magnet movement is so good, shutting down the edge guard attempt with the Nikita, and these grenades are just doing him no favor. Finds the down throw, though, into the dash attack.
My God, I need the I need the computer vision statistics of how much percent Syrup has healed this stock alone. Because by all accounts, the stock is gone. But by all accounts, that stock should have been gone like maybe 30 seconds ago, because I would venture to say that he healed a solid 30 to 40%, which as Ness against Snake, that's huge.
Yeah, you're reducing the up tilt kill window by such a huge amount, but off ledge is where wow, Ram is playing this matchup so unbelievably well, because he's picking out timings where Syrup likes to magnet, being it off ledge or in neutral like that, where you're in a mid screen. He's not going to be pulling out a lot of those projectiles, but he'll throw out projectiles when he's expecting a button from when he's expecting offensive pressure from Syrup, and that little level of prediction lets him enhance Snake's powerful toolset, misses the rocket, and only gets a down tilt as a punish. But
that was so good though, beating Syrup down to the ground. You'd love to find another punish there, but fantastic get up there from Ram. Ram, glancing down at Ram's player cam, they seem so tense at the moment. Which, you look at the percents and it doesn't really, okay, you're up, one up tilt and you're up a full stock here. But, you have to account for who you're playing against. You have to account for things like that. And, hey, guess what? The comfortable percent lead you had is now gone.
There are some mix-ups that just aren't worth it, and going low with Snake in that instance definitely seemed like one of them. Trying to fast fall from so high up just gave Syrup the time to line up that down air and turn a huge disadvantage into a slight lead.
Right. And this is where you really, these are where, when you figure that coming into this set, Syrup is probably the favorite player, and when you have these situations, these are where upsets are made. You have to really find the composure to find the stock here and not let yourself get to taking the 65 on your last stock. All you need is an up tilt, man.
All he needs is a grab as well, because grabbing the up tilt will be, I mean, it's online here at 185, but Syrup just so hard to grab given how much time he spends in the air, how much time or how hard it is to approach Syrup holding block or approaching with shield sometimes. And a PK fire, good solid DI in order to get out of there, and the weak dash type won't do it as well. I mean, at this point, down tilt's probably starting to kill right, and thankfully Syrup pummeled one too many times, or else that back throw would have sealed out game one.
And I just I think back to I for the life of me can't remember who said it, but a wise top player once said that top player privilege is being down against a player who is trying to upset you, and then they get in their own head and start making mistakes and forget how to kill. That's actually what you saw right there. That is top player privilege. Ram is really, really good at this game. Ram clearly, if you're good enough to make top 8 at any fusion, no matter who's here, because people are always here. You're a good player, but like right there, that is top player privilege where Ram looked to be in complete control of that game and then got edge guarded once and then forgot how to kill.
The second stock, I mean, yeah, the second stock was going so well, and then just chose to fastball back air and didn't land on stage. I feel like if you land on stage there, at the very worst, you're eating something like a forward throw, maybe a dash attack. But landing off stage and forcing a low recovery, that's easy pickings. And now, I mean, with the early grenade usage, I kind of like that because Syrup's at 0 anyway. So
Right, yeah, you might as well.
it's like, all right, let me see if I can take this space while we're both at low
too,
percent.
You're not gonna overheal.
Yeah.
What?
I think so. Syrup was charging there, expecting maybe Graham was holding a grenade and trying to absorb it, but there wasn't. So we just sat there in silence for a moment.
Well, he comes from Ness comes from a turn-based game.
Yeah, you take your turn, but Snake out here is from a stealth action game, I guess.
Tactical espionage action.
Tactical espionage action. There it is, and
That's
you're looking to. He's gonna need some enhanced tactics here in order to get around Syrup's incredible movement, getting by with a roll on into that back throw. Has to recover low, but the Cypher kept his jump.
Yeah, alright, yeah. But even still, like, going that deep as Snake, like that, after what happened game 1, like, let's go, Ram. Don't ever let me question Ram's mental again.
First of all, that grab hit crazy. Second, I really want to see Ram maintain that space. Like, he's doing a good job of positioning overall, as you expect good players to do. But he's not actually threatening that space with anything Syrup cares about. The trick of playing this type of Snake is to throw out things like forward tilt 1 or down tilt to be to have that coverage, and he's not really doing many of those.
I gotta say, it's probably the optimal thing. And Ness players will tell me, Ness players, by the way, follow me on Twitter at @climhat_. They will probably tell me that the optimal thing, like, when you have a grab at the ledge at low percent, back throw is probably the optimal thing, but I still love that usage because, like, the knockback really, really sends him in a favorable way for a ledge trap, and you don't really need to worry about it being stale for the kill throw. Ooh, okay, we hit our techs. But it doesn't matter.
Alright. Sorry, a little bit of mic troubles on my side, but we're back and we hopefully did. Oh, wait, maybe we did miss a bit.
Yep. Well, missed an offstage nair.
That's par for the course, unfortunately, with Ness. That hitbox is unbelievable. And part of why down tilting is so good, and Snake's crouch as well. If you're able to try and land with something like back air or even just holding grenade, getting underneath nair is huge, because then you can up tilt it. Still trying to play that scrapping thing, teching away. Very solid on the part of Ram. Needs to orchestrate something here without healing Syrup too much. Looking for the forward smash after that landing nair, but Ram had already pulled the trigger on the down air.
And Ram's really trying to hold on here. Trying to find some damage. This is where you really need to fall back on your bread and butters. Okay, yes. Try again.
Oh, there it is.
Very nice. Punish the regrab. And we're in a last stock situation. And Snake can wrap.
Oh, hello. No way. Oh, if that forward smash connected, that would have been, that could have been close to death. And Ram just kind of opened up something, but good on Syrup to delay that neutral air just a little bit in order to miss the Cypher and connect on Snake's outstretched arms. That's a tough one to be sure, but man, Ram played that very well in some very key instances, but Syrup took advantage of just what is so strong in a matchup like this, being able to constantly heal and change up Ram's percentages and almost never feel like he has a stable source of advantage and a stable source of damage. That was just not in the woodwork.
Okay, I know I'm not quite getting the metaphors here right, or the references here right, but it's too potent. That like that final sequence where he got the like grounded footstool into C4 back air and did like 50% in 2 seconds. That's like when like Liquid Snake takes over Revolver Ocelot through the arm. He does he does like the Phantom Limb thing where he just like Liquid Ocelot brother, and it's like, oh my
I
god.
love that.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah. Except,
corny.
like,
I
yes,
love
I know
it.
it's not the same character, but it's the same idea. Like Ram momentarily went into the future there, and I love it.
That's yeah. I mean, it's not one to one, but it's still an
Yeah,
iconic moment.
and
And
then and this is where
oh,
you remember that Liquid Snake also lost anyway. So
yeah, it's fine. And it's all right. It's part for the course, part for the
yeah,
plot. And man, Metal Gear is such a funny series. Nanomachines, am I right?
yeah.